Welcome back everyone to the FTO Melee hosted by CubersLive. I'm Michael, and today I'm going to be showing you guys an epic Group C match between Vishwa Sankar and Michael Larsen. Vishwa has come off a pretty devastating defeat from Calvin Nielsen earlier in the week, while Michael Larsen is just getting warmed up. Alright, and today the commentators is going to be Manu and Evan. So without further ado, I'm going to let them take it away.
What's up guys, it's your boy Evan here with the CubersLive FTO Melee. Today I'm joined with Manu.
What's up?
And today we have Michael versus Vishwa, a very exciting match. So Manu, could you tell us a little bit about these two competitors?
Sure. So yeah, welcome everyone. This is Michael versus Vishwa. Michael is one of the top FTO competitors in the world. That's why he has that little T next to his name. He is clocked in, top 3 in the world, in average of 5, average of 12, and actually, I guess very recently he dropped out of top 3 average of 100. But in any case, still has a sub 30 average of 100. Just one of 4 people in the entire world to officially have that title. And Vishwa is an up and coming FTO solver who is pretty close to getting a sub 30 average of 5 of his own that he is looking to submit soon. So yeah, we'll look to see how close this match is going to be. Michael is, of course, the favorite here. Anyone with a T is basically always the favorite. But, as we mentioned time and time again, FTO is a pretty luck-based event. So if Michael gets some bad luck, Vishwa gets some good luck, you never know. We could see some reds on Michael's side and greens on Vishwa's. Pretty excited to get this one started here.
Very excited. So Vishwa averages about, what would you say, like low 30? Is he very close to that sub 30?
I think he's pretty close. So I think like if we're talking like global average, it's probably close to like mid 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think like as of recently, he's been kind of like hovering around like the low 30 range. So we'll see what he can do. I remember in the first match against Calvin, that was the very first match of the entire FTO series. So not a great performance coming out from him. I think probably he would have wanted to do a little bit better. I think he got like more like 50s. He did get a really good 41 solve. Pretty close to taking a solve off of Calvin. But yeah, so here, but now several days later, it's quarantine, man. There's
quarantine.
Loads of yeah, exactly. When you're sitting at home, when you're just sitting in class, it's very easy to just hit the mute button and then just start cubing. Mute button, turn the camera off, like, sorry, my Wi-Fi was out, and then just start cubing. It's very
all good.
I'm not advocating for people to skip classes. Don't do that. School is important. Stay in school. But 1 or 2 solves can't hurt. As we get into the solve here. So yeah, do you have any predictions for this one, Evan?
I think Michael will take this, but he did take quite a long time right there to get ready. Maybe he's just with some nerves or just trying to clear his mind. But I don't think, and not to say that Vishwa isn't great, but I don't think Michael has too much to worry about if he does his best and performs.
Yeah, definitely. One thing to note, I believe Vishwa is actually using alternate color scheme today.
Okay.
So I think he very recently got new orange stickers. As we see Michael wrap up with a very clean 26. Wow. Very, very hard to beat for any competitor in the entire tournament. That's just what you get when you go up against a top solver. But a 41 from Vishwa, not backing down without a fight. I think that's a good solve. That's a great solve.
So their color schemes are a little bit different.
Yeah, so Vishwa has this color scheme where red and orange look like they're kind of adjacent. On the stock FTO, which I believe Michael is sporting the stock color scheme.
Okay.
I think they're pretty far apart, not exactly opposite. Actually, on the stock FTO, would you believe it, red is actually opposite blue.
Okay.
A little odd. The only one that actually makes sense on the stock FTO is white is opposite yellow. Yeah, very, very strange. I don't really know what's going on there. Not sure why they picked the colors that they do. Because gray is also a really bad color. I really don't know why they picked gray. Gray just meshes with white in too many ways. I've mistaken gray for white so many times. Maybe that's why Vishwa decided to, it's time to change this up. as we get into solve number 2 here, I believe Michael has been doing white first, as is pretty standard. That's the standard technique. But white doesn't look to be too good on this one, so let's see what he can do here. I'm not sure. Vishwa has a different color scheme, so maybe he has a different color order, maybe also. Yeah. Thoughts on their turning, Evan? I know it's a little hard to see.
I was about to say, like, Vishwa's turning, I mean, just extremely fast.
Yeah.
It's maybe it's the way that he's moving his hands. It might be possible that, you know, they're turning at relatively the same speed, but just, oh, well, seems like Michael finished with a
30.91?
One.
From what I can see. Yeah, that's confirmed.
Vishwa's still with the fast turning and another 41, so very consistent.
Yeah, pretty consistent.
Yeah.
You know, Michael got 4 seconds worse here, so if Vishwa can maybe you know, he needs to be just a tad bit better. It's a little hard to see also because of his angle, what exactly step he's on. I mean, yeah. Michael's angle isn't the best also, but at least we can tell, like, when he put the cube down onto the table that he's probably getting pretty close to the end. Probably on the on like last 3 triples or something like that.
And for FTO, like going back to the color scheme, when you're building the centers, you also have to know the color scheme very well, right?
Yeah, that's true. FTO is very similar to 4x4, where there are, well, it's a little bit different because on 4x4, for example, you can, there are cases where you can have like green adjacent to blue, for example, if you don't do your color scheme correctly. On FTO, actually, the faces are divided into 2 groups of 4. And so, like, for example, like white will actually never be adjacent to yellow. It's actually impossible.
Okay.
So you need to remember your color scheme only for 3 of the remaining 7 faces, actually, because the other ones will kind of just like work out, which is kind of interesting.
Fall into place in a way. Yeah.
But yeah, it is possible to mess up your color scheme. So
I did see that before.
Competitors get that right. It's actually pretty interesting because FTO also kind of works like a supercube. So it has center orientation. If you get the center orientation wrong, then the cube isn't solved. I've messed that up so many times when completing the last few centers.
Just another factor.
Yeah.
You solve into. Oh man, Michael with the.
I think Michael was just went speed mode here.
30.46. So
it looked like he was turning really, really quickly, but I guess this solution might have taken more moves than the last one. Vishwa, hot on his tail, finished pretty.
46. Okay.
Pretty respectable. Yeah. I mean, relatively consistent solving coming out from Vishwa. You know, here, you know, it's pretty hard to go up against, you know, the 3rd ranked FTO competitor in the world. You know, and someone who has like a sub 30 average of 100, like Michael. Very, very difficult. But Vishwa put up a good fight. 41, 41, 46. You know, nothing to scoff at. I believe Vishwa still has one more match in the FTO Melee. And as for Michael, I'm sure we'll be seeing him several more times in the future.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, good job to both competitors.